In another place, specifically in the hero's house, there is the little plant that helped him in the elf village. He comments that the magical world is truly amazing, as plants can communicate in a way similar to humans, not with words, but through movements, observing the difference with the ordinary crops he plants. He adds that he will now return to his home and asks the little plant to stay there and get along with the other crops. As he leaves the little plant at the mercy of the other crops, which seem a bit hostile. Already at his house, the hero announces his return and asks Elizabeth if she wants some freshly harvested apples. However, the queen declines the offer, revealing that she is still feeling down. She adds that apples are not as delicious as snacks, to which the hero agrees, but asks her not to eat too much as he is preparing lunch. The little queen only responds that he is being annoying and asks him to let her eat in peace. While she drinks a lepping soda, she drinks a large amount, and the hero, observing her, wonders what's going on, as since her return from the elf tribe, Elizabeth has been down. After enjoying the soda, Elizabeth bursts into a tantrum, cursing him angrily, while Lepping looks at her in surprise. The hero wonders what he could have done to offend her and considers that his performance as a hero did not meet her expectations. He reflects that having no magic or sword skills, he may have disappointed her and considers himself a foolish student. But soon he realizes that's not the problem. Although he couldn't learn magic or swordsmanship, he did his best to join the fight against the Dark Guild, taking advantage of his fame a little. The queen, however, has a different perspective. It's frustrating for her that Lepping can bend the rules, while she has undergone training filled with sacrifices. She admits that maybe it was just a stepping stone for him to become famous, but then corrects her thought, recognizing that he didn't even seek that fame and doesn't leave his home without lying on the couch. She reflects that in the past, a 7-star demon king could rule the world. But now she wonders what use someone of that level is. Resigned, she decides to enjoy what remains of her life. The hero observes her in silence and, after analyzing her, concludes that Elizabeth is discouraged, irritable, and with volatile emotions, constantly eating snacks and appearing anxious. Finally, he assumes she is going through her period. He remembers that they have lived together for over a year, and before he hadn't noticed similar symptoms. He supposes that in the magical world, this is normal, considering she is the demon queen and has a different biological cycle than humans. After this conclusion, he calls her to eat and she flies to the table. She sits in front of the plate, commenting that today's menu is curry rice. But the hero clarifies that he prepared a special stew for her. The queen, doubtful, says she's not interested and quickly eats everything. She stands up and tells him he can eat the rest, that she just wants to go back to the couch and eat snacks. But Leaping asks her to wait and at least take a look. Then he uncovers the plate, revealing a glow that immediately catches Elizabeth's attention. Looking, she sees a delicious soup with red dates, egg, and wood ear. The hero explains that he prepared it with brown sugar water, and although it's not as sweet as a pudding, it's beneficial for health. This seems to bother the queen. He proceeds to cool the soup a bit and offers her a spoonful. However, in her eyes, the hero appears sinister, like a mad scientist, inviting her to try it. This makes her hesitant, revealing that the hero's true appearance was that of a kind person. Finally, she accepts and takes a spoonful, as at that moment, nothing else matters. That simple act transports her mind to a hot spring. She looks around, wondering if she is really in such a place, until a voice explains that it's a brown sugar bath, beneficial for circulation and energy. In front of her, 3 ladies introduce themselves: an egg, Granny Red Dates, and Miss Wood Ear. At that moment, Granny Red Dates asks her to allow them to offer her a full service, and immediately they all place a towel and wrap her up. The queen asks what type of service, and Miss Whittier responds that it's a spa service to massage her skin and revitalize her health. Then, in a synchronized move, the three women lift the queen, taking her out of the papen spring. The queen, astonished, watches as they gently place her on a bed without hurting her, or at least, that's how it seems. However, her curiosity leads her to ask what they really plan to do. Immediately, one of the ladies begins to massage the queen's hand. It's Miss Whittier, who reassures her, asking her not to be nervous and to close her eyes and enjoy the relaxation while she massages her hands. Feeling the massage, Elizabeth reflects on how good it feels and surrenders to the sensation. Then, Aunt Egg places herself on her back, mentioning that Miss Whittier's hand massage can instantly calm her and that it's pointless to resist. The queen can't find words to describe what she's feeling, thinking that this must be the power of the rule. And Egg adds that her special back treatment can leave the queen's and as soft as hers. The queen, feeling unable to resist, gives in, enjoying the massage on her hands and the back at the same time. At that moment, Granny Red Dates announces it's her turn to help, and she slowly approaches. Aunt Egg questions if it's already time for Granny to act, commenting that the queen hasn't completely relaxed yet. However, she adds that, being young and strong, she should be able to handle it. Elizabeth, somewhat confused, wonders what she will have to endure, as it's supposed to be just a massage, and she doesn't think the old lady, with her trembling appearance, could do anything too extreme. It is then that Granny shows surprising strength, transforming, then grabbing the queen's leg, warning that she won't be gentle with her. At that moment, the queen only manages to say no, but Aunt Egg asks her not to fear, explaining that Granny's foot massage can unblock her meridians and improve energy and blood flow. Granny begins the massage, applying a special technique called bone stinger, rotating her fist on the queen's foot sole, which causes her deep relaxation. This repeats for a while, intensifying the sense of well-being. Each of the women contributes to elevate the queen's energy. Miss Whittier nurtures her yin, Aunt Egg beautifies her skin, and Granny Red Dates strengthens her blood. All these combined benefits bring the queen to a higher level, reaching the state of an 8-star demon goddess, only to suddenly return to reality. Sitting without reacting while the hero eats quietly, he asks her how she feels and if she's warmer and more comfortable than before. Noting that her face seems a bit more flushed, he trusts he has helped her. It is then that the queen slowly opens her eyes. Leping, the hero, asks if she's okay and if the difference is too big to accept. Obviously, he's referring to the taste of the soup, but the queen perceives his words differently. She hears him saying that she only needs to use a bit of the rule's power to advance in level, but she doubts she can reach it, as the distance between them seems insurmountable. Annoyed, the queen curses him, saying that the rule has arrived, and resigned, returns to her chibi form. She collapses on the table, lamenting that there is no point in eating anything, and accepts whatever happens. Leping, seeing her discouragement, tells her it's fine, that she should rest, and promises not to bother her anymore. Although he thinks to himself that he was right, the rule has arrived, and that food therapy can't do much for her at this moment. We're done with this week's chapter. If you made it this far, comment chickpea salad. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like us so YouTube keeps recommending us. Thanks to everyone who watched this far. See you in the next video. But first, I leave you the next chapter and a comic that I'm sure you'll like.